Now back to the action with Jason.
What's on that?
I have got a badge, and it is this side.
Do you want me to be on?
You're totally on the air.
No, we're already on. You don't have to.
Magic.
Welcome, Philip Escoffey, as he fiddles with his back. Hey,
Hi, Jason.
hello. Oh yeah, I got a handshake.
Nice to see you. Hi, Gordon.
Hello.
Yes.
Now, I went to saw. I went to saw Philip.
You went to saw him?
My
Yes.
God, what is wrong with me today? I went to see your show.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh, thanks ever so much.
And we've been kind of clashing at festivals for like 2 or 3 years now.
Yeah.
How long have you been back here?
This is my second.
Second.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, but then there was Melbourne, and then there was Edinburgh, and
Exactly.
we always
Yeah.
clash. But I finally got to see it, and it was everything that everyone said it was.
Oh, well, bless them and bless you.
Yeah.
I love what you've done with this.
Yeah. I put in all these. You can't see at home, but
it's
there's
traditional Irish pub.
Irish artifacts, bedpan over there for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent work.
Some furniture.
Yeah.
Now,
Things Irish people like.
yeah, absolutely.
Very big in Ireland furniture.
Yeah.
Explain what it is that you do,
Right.
because I don't know how to explain it.
Well, I think on the blurb it says mind reader or con man, you decide. So I do what ostensibly is a mind reading show, but I'm not in any way pretending that I have psychic or psychological abilities which explain these things. My show is all about why we believe the things we believe, and
So,
that fascinates me.
How do you describe yourself?
Con man or mind reader, you decide.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I guess. I claim no psychic powers, as I say, or psychological insights particularly. I'm interested in people, but that certainly doesn't explain how I do the things I do, as you've seen. You could stare at someone's pupils for a long time before you can tell them their name, their birth date, and whatever else it is I tell them. So it's designed to make people just think maybe a little bit before they hand over $80 to another psychic.
Right.
If they still want to at the end of the show, that's grand.
Ah.
They haven't been listening.
Excellent. So do you think people would see your show and maybe get a taste for seeing a psychic?
No, quite the
mind
opposite.
reader? You'd
If it's
actually
going well, yeah.
you'd scare them off
Yeah.
it, or
If I find out that there's a significant percentage of my audience who, as a result of my show, are now going to see psychics,
that would be a failure.
yeah, it's a bit like Dawkins leaving a room full of people wanting to go to mass,
Right. Okay.
which is not, I don't think, his agenda.
But I think Dawkins, he doesn't go to churches to do his stories. He goes to theatres full of people who go,
Who already
yeah,
believe in
we
what he
know there's
says.
no
I
God.
find it-
That's why we're here.
I find the skeptical movement as evangelical as the sort of pro-belief movement.
I suppose
I've
so,
never
yeah.
joined any of the skeptical movements either.
I love the fact that you call people of faith the pro-belief movement. That's fantastic. What do we want? Our beliefs. When we want them.
Well, it was-
Until we die and
It was
go to heaven.
Jonathan Miller, the famous British academic, who once on some discussion programme about belief and religion said, "I do rather resent the term atheist. I mean, after all, we don't have a special word for people who don't believe in fairies, do we?" And I think there's some truth in that. You know, you wouldn't define me by the fact that I don't play polo.
Yeah.
It's just that the odd, so to define me by my lack of theism is also a bit odd to me. But I get why.
Yeah.
I get why.
Now you've actually got your hand in another show as well. Tom Binns's.
I had, yeah. I mean,
Had.
it's changed. His first show in Edinburgh, Ian de Montfort's Spirit Medium, touching dead people. That I sort of did some of the writing on, but it was very much Tom's idea, and he'd
Yeah.
done most of that. And then just sort of cast a directorial eye over it for the first 2 weeks. I just saw it
Okay.
every day and just gave him some feedback. I think here he's working a lot of new material in and
Yeah.
just playing with it, and I haven't seen it.
And now you're competing. 'Cause you're
Yeah,
at the
is
same
it
time.
like the...
No, he's on A15.
Okay,
Yeah,
phew.
yeah.
But you haven't seen it because you don't like him as a person. Is that?
I can't stand the man.
Yeah.
Um,
What is it about him that you don't like the most?
the talent.
Yeah.
Right.
It is annoying,
That's what
isn't it?
gets
So
me
there's
down.
some sorcerer apprentice thing going on.
Well, it was. Now it's just sorcerer and sorcerer.
Crikey.
Whilst he was an apprentice, it was very manageable.
But now he's a sorcerer as well.
I could threaten with early
You've unleashed a
bedtime.
monster.
Oh, it's great. Yeah,
Goodness.
absolutely. No, he's brilliant. And if anyone's going to take on that role of a fraudulent spirit medium, although Ian de Montfort does claim he's actually psychic, I'm not sure.
But I've seen both shows, and they both kind of touch very similar veins, but from completely different angles. And they're both like very impressive for people who, like, you know, you claim to not be a psychic, and he claims to be a psychic, but he's taking the piss out of it.
Yeah.
You're both pretty freaking psychic.
Listen, if you go into a bookshop today, you'll find 20 books on astrology and 1 book on astronomy, as a rule, which is ironic because
What
one
the
of those
bookshops
is
I
full
go
of
into.
facts. And which bookshops do you go into?
Hindley
Gordon?
Street,
Which
mucky.
one?
Hindley Street, mucky.
Mucky stuff. Yeah.
So,
It's killed it.
Still
I don't want to talk about astronomy now.
They still start with Ars, though, don't they? The books you buy still start with Ars.
Astrology,
Yes.
I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was a joke that didn't go anywhere. Right.
No, I enjoyed. I thought it was nice. I didn't promise much, and
I gave it a go.
Yeah, quite nice. No, listen. So if we can do anything to redress this slight imbalance of skeptic and believer, and the skeptical movement, I found, as I said earlier, just a bit kind of you're wrong to believe that, stupid, ha ha ha. It's not converting anyone, as you say. Dawkins and James Randi, they preached to rooms full of people who already believe exactly what they're saying. I think there's got to be a bit of carrot and a bit of stick, really, if you're going to make anybody just question what they believe. And who am I to make anyone question, really?
But for the people who don't believe that you're anything, can you show us something?
Yeah.
Yep. That's a question you get asked a lot.
Yeah.
What do we get to see? What is?
I can show you. This is the strongest thing I do, really.
Okay.
This is the most incredible thing. I want you to just think of a country. I can do countries, yeah. Think of a country. Any country you want. But don't go with the obvious ones. Anyone. You got one?
Yep. I think it's a country.
Oh, come on.
No, it definitely is a country.
Okay, it's a country, yeah? Okay. Yeah, I've got it. What country are you thinking of?
South Africa.
South Africa.
Wow, that's amazing!
Whoa!
It's not just countries. I can do sports. That's probably about it at the moment. I can do sports and countries. You want more, don't you? I can tell. All right.
I'm pretty satisfied. That was amazing.
This is something I look at in the show, the holy grail of this sort of whole... In the 1950s, the Americans and the Soviets spent millions testing any well-meaning but perhaps confused individuals who thought they were psychic. And this test that I sort of try and recreate in the show is about just randomly chosen words being picked up on telepathically. To which end? I have a book, Gordon.
Oh, brilliant.
It's not a mucky book, but try and feign interest.
Okay. I'm thinking mucky thoughts. Does that help?
I think there's about 120 pages in there. Would one of our friends out here shout out page number under 120?
38.
38, okay. Gordon, turn to page 38 if you would, and just look at the first word to begin with on that page.
Yep.
Okay, close the book up. Right. Focus on the first letter of that page. Oh, it's not a silly little word like the or and or is. If it isn't, will change. No one's ever impressed when I get them.
It's a long word.
I don't know why. Okay, first letter. That's what I think. What do you think the first letter is?
I saw it.
Oh, you did.
Sorry.
What the person who shouted out the page number, what do you think the first letter is? I've written what I think.
L.
L. Okay, so that's not what I've written.
Hey, do you want me to put that up to the camera?
See.
These are
it doesn't matter.
Horrible
We'll
webcams.
do this on trust. I haven't written L, so if he's right, what's the first letter of your word, Gordon?
Is R.
R. Very good. What is that?
That's an R.
That's an R.
That's an
Now,
R.
I know what the skeptics are thinking. No. They're just thinking, well, he brought the book in. He's just learned. He doesn't get out so much. He's just learnt the first word on every page of a book. I haven't, but if I had, I'd know that the word, Gordon, was... What is it?
Realised.
Realised.
Correct.
Okay, no. But let's not renounce religion just yet. This is easily achieved because if I had learnt the first word on every page, that would explain it in a far more rational way than any kind of woo. But this is the real test, Jason. If you were to take the book now, open it any way you want, look at any word you want, and then close the book up, even if I've learnt the whole thing, it's not going to help me. So
that would be ridiculous.
Take the book, open it,
Okay.
make it more than 3 or 4 letters so we don't get the, then, and go for something a bit more interesting. Have you got a word already?
Yes.
I don't want you saying afterwards, oh, well, the book always just falls open at that page, and then you just always see the same word. If you want to change, go for it.
Hang on, I forgot the word. No, yes.
You happy with that?
I'm happy with
close
it.
the book up.
Okay.
Right, this is trickier, Jason.
Yes.
Because logically, there's no way I can know this.
That would be
This is just a thought in your head. Focus on the first letter in your head again. Draw it actually as a capital. Okay, very good. Did you see what I wrote, Gordon?
No, I didn't.
Okay, what do you think the first letter of his word is?
P. Am I wrong?
I think so.
You're right.
Try.
You are not a psychic.
It's not what I've written, so if he is right, as I say. What's the first letter of your word, Jason?
G.
Yeah, now go to the last letter in your head. In your head. Okay, now just keep going. Can you put this word into a sentence in your head? Now, if you told me what that sentence was, but you took the word itself out, would it be obvious by the context what the word was?
I think so.
Okay. Now, okay, I've written one word here. Logically, this can't be the word you're thinking of. There are thousands and thousands of words in here. But of course, grammatically, it's so much better if it is. What's the word you were thinking of, Jason? What was it?
Decided.
Decided.
Yeah.
One word picked at random from thousands of words. That's exactly... We don't need to look. but that is what I wrote.
Okay, I'm ready to take your word for it.
No, have a look if you want. There's one word.
I'm not going to have a look,
What
but
is
I'm
it?
going to let these people have a look.
Touchdown!
That's amazing. I don't even know where to start doubting you now. Like I can't.
Always. And it's to make the point. Listen, if I'm not claiming any kind of special abilities and I can create this illusion that I've just read your thoughts, then maybe just think before you hand over your hard-earned money to some.
That's what an alien would want me to think.
Or a
I
genuine
get
mind
so
reader.
many emails saying, "Yeah, no, I know what you're doing, Philip. It's really clever." I get at least half a dozen a day whilst I'm doing a show, saying, "I know you're psychic, obviously, but you've worked out if you pretend you're not, then you don't get teased or all the awkward questions."
Or burned.
Or burned.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's that whole thing. For those that want to believe, it doesn't really matter what you do. There's a brilliant book. I recommend it to everyone called Attack of the Unsinkable Rubber Ducks. Christopher Brookmeyer. It's
Oh,
extraordinary.
I know him.
Yeah, it's a brilliant book, and it's a complete expose of the world of spirit mediums, and it's brilliantly accurate and brilliantly researched. It's a fiction.
How did
really good.
I want
Like
to
a
ask you more
Scottish
questions?
hardboiled
But
detective novel. Excellent, I know him.
I know you've got a show to get to, but while I'm getting your straw, tell me how you got into this, because
Oh, it's
like
like all of us.
is it just is it something that you've just kind of developed, or did you do you study under someone?
No. I just took a box of tricks when I was 6. Liked the attention it got me, then sort of left it alone, and then I just like the feeling of creating even an irrational, intelligent, skeptical person. That feeling of, okay, I don't believe in. If I make a hanky disappear, you marvel at the skill. It's brilliant. Don't know where it went, but you don't for a second think I've remastered the molecular structure and it. But with good mind reading, if it's done well, just for that millisecond, you just go.
I still think you're a witch. This is amazing. All right, we have the Can You Challenge You. So, are you okay with this?
Oh,
can you levitate them or
Now,
something?
do I need to
You can eat them.
reset
That's all
these?
yours.
I want to pop them in here because
give them a bit
Okay.
more because
they're covered in jewel as well.
Okay.
I'm worried that they're not getting the swim they need.
I know. All right, so you have 60 seconds. You want to aim about 25.
Obviously,
is
the
that
best thing to do is to levitate them all out with your mind and put
I
them
make
straight
this-
into the
right?
air.
You can do whatever you need to do. Yeah, absolutely. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, minimising the distance
He's-
that the M&M has
Well,
to
no,
travel.
it's this bendy bit. It's this bend. I'm cheating,
Pipe,
aren't I?
which
No,
pipe Bear
well-
Grylls now. This is amazing.
He's a survivalist.
All right, when you do that, I will totally plug your show. Your time.
This is truly a highlight.
Starts now. Yeah, you've now actually made it. I don't know if what you thought you were doing before. Philip Escoffey, who is already. That's cool.
He's
This,
very quick.
I'm sensing a big score here.
Yeah.
6 more impossible things before dinner. Did you win like the best Fringe show last year? Grunt, if you
No.
answer yes. No.
No, he didn't, but
Well,
he
you
should have
have.
done.
I think
There
you were
we go.
nominated or something. It's definitely worth an amazing look. 7 o'clock Umbrella Revolution till the end of the Fringe. He's had one day off, and I don't know what you did there. I'm no mind reader, but he was supposed to come in here and wanted to cancel so that he could go. Oh no, I do know what you did. You went to McLaren Vale. But thank you so much for coming in again because you didn't have to.
No.
But thanks heaps. That's awesome.
That's right.
Go and see the show. There's the flyer.
20
If,
seconds to go, and he is
That's
absolutely
the flyer
caning
on
through this.
Gordon Southern's head. If Gordon Southern looked like Philip Escoffey, that's what he would look like. No, you're not going
Mind
back.
waves
Alright, doesn't matter.
on camera.
That's amazing.
This speed is amazing.
I know. You've got 5 seconds to go, and I reckon.
A bit of drama. 3, 2,
Here we go.
1.
That's good. All right.
And do we do the count?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, this is my mind reading act.
Yeah, go on.
109. Probably not. I'll count them properly.
You would have been horrible at those.
I didn't make. I auditioned for
hands.
Rain
He's
Man.
gotta eat them
1,
later.
2, 3,
All right.
4.
While you're doing that,
5,
anything
6,
else you'd like to
7,
plug?
8, 9.
I saw
10, 11,
Dr. Brown.
Oh,
because
yeah.
He was very
14,
doubtful about his
15,
second show. He shouldn't be.
17,
I think it's
18,
sublime.
19,
Saw him
20,
last night.
21.
I've heard such great things about it.
Oh, I love it. It's absurdist. It's not for everyone, but I think it's genius.
31.
Boom!
On the leaderboard.
Turns out you're good at everything.
And I'm feeling a bit faint, I'll be honest with you.
Well, have some sugar.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
You've already
You can have
licked
your
those
Good
ones.
game.
You can have all of them if you'd like.
Thanks very
Yeah,
much.
not the other.
Fee.
There you go. Thank you so much. You have a good show to get to, so we'll let you
I
go.
do. Thank you very much,
man.
guys. Cheers, Gordon.
Cheers, Philip.
Cheers, Jason.
Philip Escoffey,
All the best.
everyone.
Thank you very much.
Good to see him. And then Maz.
You're watching
should
Festival Fishbowl live from PJ O'Brien's.